What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. This is Grant Kahonu here. Tonight we're going to hit the Event Quest Heroic difficulty and then probably jump into the arena for a bit. Haven't done any of that yet. After failing to get Star-Lord, the cutoff was apparently somewhere around 9 million, and I stopped at 8.7, so I was rather disappointed. Missed out on Star-Lord both times. Here, had to quit the first time and then just missed the cutoff by about 300,000, I think, the second time. So I think I'm done grinding for features for at least a little while. Ristic, Savage Lord, don't feed me your lies and keep your hands to yourself. Yo, Bustero, welcome to the stream. And Jared Powers, what's up? How is everybody tonight? I'm getting a low video output warning again, so if we have some pretty bad buffering, I may need to set OBS, so just a heads up. Yeah, man, it was bad. It was pretty pathetic. I was really hoping, wanted to max him out, but I guess I just did not want it bad enough. I was pushing right up until the cutoff. Ended up using some units toward the end to refresh my 5 stars and get to that 8.7 mark. I figured last time he went for 8.4, figured 8.7 would be safe, and I was wrong. Thomas Dowdy, how are you tonight? Glad we had a chance to talk this afternoon. You got Voodoo again in Arena, gonna rank 5 him soon. Good job, congratulations on that. Yeah, I ended up not getting anybody in Arena, so got some shards. I guess, we just live with it and move on. Alan Wagner, welcome to the stream. How are you tonight? So anyway, while I'm running suicides here, can't really do 5.2, so I figure might as well jump into the quest. The event quest and start knocking this out. Make some progress here. What is everybody working on tonight? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and reset OBS here before we get too far into the stream and hopefully take care of this low video output, so give me just a second. Alright, well hopefully that'll take care of it. I know in the past that usually works resetting. Yeah, the Voodoo score actually went down quite a bit this second round. Can't wait to get my 2-star Carnage. Yeah, I'll do the... I actually just finally signed up for that Marvel Insider this last month, so I should be getting myself a 2-star Carnage as well. Yeah, I'm not even bothering with Carnage. I will hit the milestones, and that is it. There's no way I'm gonna put up those numbers for him. I am rather burned out on that kind of grind after the month of May, so they'll just have to wait if I get lucky with a crystal between now and then, but I'm going to try to avoid the temptation to spend units on crystals until I finish Labyrinth, especially since it looks like 5.2 might require some units. 3 million now in the Carnage Arena. That's right, you were at 1 million earlier when we talked to you, so you were going to have to do about 5.3 a day, I think, to get him. I really will not be surprised if he goes for at least 16 million. I did notice that Seaton posted a video on Carnage fighting Winter Soldier today. Apparently that wasn't him playing, somebody else sent him the video and he posted it. Managed to take down Winter Soldier, but still I was not very impressed with the gameplay. It was as I thought it would be, where you can only stack 5 buffs. and those become permanent. You just cycle through them depending on what you're doing at the time: medium hit, light hit, blocking, so on. And but the one thing that I was surprised at, I thought that there might be some way to like reset those buffs throughout the fight and have different variations of the buffs active. But once you set them, they're permanent throughout the fight, and you only get 5, unless you are fighting with a Venom, in which case the synergy there will give you an extra one. Ronin 1970. I can't even say your what year is that? 1979. Hashtag lies. I would never. I would never. Yeah, well, Ronin here, he pulled a 5-star Carnage, so he needs to prove me wrong. He needs to prove me how great he is. He's going to find out Carnage's greatness, and then eventually, when they give us some more rank down tickets, you'll take Hood down and rank Carnage up, right? When he's rank 4, yeah. Don't use that Awakening Gem on him, though, please. If you use it on him, you'll turn around and get King Groot, and then you'll just be sorry that you don't have it anymore, right? Had to throw that at me when I said I wasn't long for him. Yeah, he told you about that, huh? I was kind of in and out of the that recruit chat today, so you already used it? Oh well. Anyway, hey, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. Drop a line in the chat and say hello. Let us know you're here. If you didn't notice this, I don't know, maybe it's pretty obvious, but I think this is... What map is this? 2.2 or something like that in the event quest? But the map layout here is actually the Hydra symbol. So, just in case you didn't notice that. Well, thank you, Thomas. I wasn't sure until you said that. Appreciate it. Anybody else going for Carnage or Venom? What's up, Pursuit? How are you this evening? And Adam Wildy, missed the last few streams. Glad to finally catch another one. I'm doing very well, sir. Thank you. Glad to see you again. I'm not gonna lie, I opened up 2 of the crystals. I usually do. That's a habit. I open 1 or 2 and usually stop there if I don't get anything. With Yondu, I opened more. I really wanted to awaken my 4-star Yondu. So I opened again 2 today, since there was a chance at Yondu if I didn't get Carnage, but didn't work out either way. I got a 2-star something or other, and then I think I got a 3-star out of it, but nothing spectacular. Only going for milestones. Yeah, I will, unless I awaken my Hyperion, I will get him in the basic. What is he there? Next week, I believe? And then, I don't know, I might go for Howard because I don't have him, but he's another one I'm just not, he's not a must-have in my estimation, so depends on how I feel that week. I really just need to be focusing on milestones right now, because I think that's where I'm going to be getting the most units, just by hitting those milestones. And then, of course, I mean, the more you grind, the more units you get from the battle chips. But I want to get the units from the milestones. Dave did 5 on his stream, pulled a 3 and a 4-star Yondu. Nice. Man, I'm still working on this Yondu video, but there is so much material for him. It's taken me a while to sift through all of the video that I've done of the gameplay. So that will be going up soon. I have not forgotten about it, but that kind of stuff takes time. Yeah, I think I'm also going to take a break from estimating cutoffs as well after missing Star-Lord. So I just have the worst luck with him. I think I missed him last time too. When he was in the arena. I don't remember how long ago it was, but he was in there before, and I did go for him the last time, and I missed the cutoff then too. Must have been 6 months ago, a year ago, or something like that. Just getting set for Carnage Arena. First time I can do a proper big grind since Psylocke. He doesn't seem worth it, but hey, looks fun at least. Yeah. Yeah, I missed him. I'll show you. I put up 8.7, well, 8.696 or something like that. So yeah, there it is. 8,694,000, and I got 837, number 837. So he went for right at about 9 million. And I didn't have any more time to. I pushed that out right up until the timer, right up until the time expired. So I couldn't have done any more if I wanted to. I ended up getting called into a meeting this morning, so that did take up a little bit of time. But I still probably would have stopped before hitting 9. I just didn't anticipate him going up that much. The newer champs are starting to require more and more specific fighting styles to maximize the champ's abilities. Yeah, that's true. And some of them, I think they really do very well. Kabam has done a very good job with some of the newer champions, and the strategy it takes to play with the champions. Other champions, not so much. They just kind of made it overcomplicated, and doesn't quite work out as we hope it does. And it's yet to be seen which one of those Carnage will be. I don't know. Kobe24, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Hey, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Hope you have a good night and get some sleep. Well, you know what? I've put 59 Sig Stones on Star-Lord to get him to Signature 60, so I'll just keep dumping him in there. He'll get to 99. It's just going to be a little slower. Realizing this more now that I have and been using Voodoo. Yeah. He seems to be the top or everyone's favorite Mystic champ these days. That's another thing that kind of burns missing Star-Lord. You know, it could have put all that energy into grinding for Voodoo and getting him awakened instead, but it is what it is. Kind of like some of the complicated play styles for champs, not all, but I find a lot of them fun and more involved to use. Makes me pay attention. Yeah, I agree. I really like Ghost Rider, for example. He was one of the first, I think, that they really made him complex, where you really have to think about what you're doing with him, how you order your special attacks and things like that. So I really enjoy him. Psylocke is another one you kind of have to be intentional with. I haven't used her a whole lot outside of Arena. I've got her and Rogue both that are candidates to take to rank 5, but I think I'm probably going to stick with Rogue on that one. Well, if you're just joining the stream, welcome. We're glad to have you tonight. Drop a line in the chat and say hello if you would. And we are still gaining some subscribers, so that's good news. We're at 678 now. I think we've added about 30 this week, on our way to 700. So thank you guys for your support of the channel. It's encouraging to have people show up and hang out with me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So okay, this is the last map. I was further along than I thought I was. Well, thank you, Kobe. I think they'll come. It's just takes some time. And another thing is the time that I stream is unfortunately, for me anyway, typically there's several others that are streaming at the same time, and so you've got some of the big names, the big dogs streaming that my stream competes with, and I don't anticipate taking too many viewers away from them, which is not my goal, but no hurry, no hurry. And that way with Quake practice in arena with stun aftershock, goal is to be able to do the whole fight without a single hit. Yeah, the tricky thing about her is not getting backed into a corner, or being able to sustain a fight when you are backed into a corner. I did not mean to do that. I just used 30 units on a refill, and I've got refills in the stash. I'm going to go back and claim those before I do that again. Oh, wrong button. I'd still like to get Quake out a bit more, take her into Alliance War. I do think she has a lot of potential there, and a lot of guys like her for Alliance War, but typically I don't really have a need for her. I mean, I need a power drain champion. I need a I guess I don't need Daredevil, but I generally take Daredevil because I take 2 unblockable nodes. And then other than that, I mean, I take Hawkeye and Daredevil, so Quake would fit in there. It would be a nice synergy. But do you trade a 550 Quake for a 455 5-star Storm? I don't know. Storm has been pretty useful in Alliance War, so I'm kind of hesitant to take her out and put Quake in there. Doc Strange, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well this evening. Falling asleep last night, trying to burn through some energy, accidentally bought a refill. Yeah. You get to talking. It's just force of habit. You know, you just you're out. Oh, got to hit the button and keep going. Wish I could catch your streams more often. I like the quieter streams personally, but you tend to stream at 5 a.m. here. Oh, that's where are you at again, Adam? I think you've told me before. I can't remember what you'd said. And then I'm not sure if that means that I'm a louder stream or if you like my stream because I'm a quieter stream. Thomas, you bring Quake, Black Widow, and Iron Fist. Nice, and you've got that, your Iron Fist is 455, right? How do you like him? And do you have any plans for a legend run with that Iron Fist? Yeah, I've fallen asleep while grinding arena before. It's a good thing you only lose one fight that way. The B Manny, what's up, man? How are you? No, I've not even started 5.2. I'm running Suicides right now. Been working on Labyrinth. My plan is to hit that hopefully in week 4 of the Summoner Appreciation when they've got the attack boosts on. And so I can't really run 5.2 with Suicides. I need to take those off before I can do it. So that's on hold for me for now. Last time when they released 5.1, I rushed right into it and knocked it out in about 4 hours. And you know, I was one of the first to find out about all the bugs related to it and the problems related to it. And so this time I figure, you know what, I'll let other people run it, figure out all of the tricks and everything else, all of the roadblocks, and then once I'm done with Labyrinth, then I'll start working on it. Yeah, I am a big fan of Iron Fist. I've mentioned this before, he was my first 4-star, he was my first rank 4-star. I played with him a lot in my early days. Not just you, Pursuit, not just you. In the UK, yeah. I like the streams because they tend to be quieter, less edgy morons in the chat too. Yeah, well, we've had our fair share of morons here. The B-Manny, yeah, that's something I've been debating. I've been testing Storm in Labyrinth, and she does okay, and I know she can do it. We have a guy in our alliance that beat Labyrinth with Storm just about a month or so ago. But I've also been trying out my 4-star Star-Lord, and for hit, I mean, he does more damage than she does. But the enrage timer is much shorter, so at this point I'm trying to determine which is going to be a more cost-efficient method to get more damage in with Star-Lord before the enrage timer expires and just have to revive several times per fight, or to drag the fight out forever and use Storm instead. You resemble that comment. I'm not sure which comment you were talking about there because there's been several made. I am guessing you're talking about the edgy morons in the chat. If you're not, then I apologize. By the way, you need to go find your buddy T. Ricky. He has been MIA too long. Less thinking, more doing. Yes, sir. That tends to get me in trouble. Correct. Yeah. Well, you know, Ristic usually hangs out with me, so, you know, I figured that's what he was talking about. Yeah, I know. You're soon going to be not letting me sleep at night if I don't get it done, right? Longer timer, tested 99 SL 4-star against a rank 4 5-star Winter Soldier. Do about 8 or 9 times the amount of damage per revive. With your Star-Lord, you could do 8 or 9 times the amount of damage than with Winter Soldier. I haven't actually... I haven't wanted to spend the revives yet to actually test the whole fight. But I think that it's going to take more revives with Star-Lord, but yeah, you're right. You're going to do more damage in the time given. No. Okay, maybe I misunderstood what you said there then, B-Manny. Winter Soldier was way better option with the longer timer. Okay, so you're doing 8 or 9 times the amount of damage per revive. Okay, yeah, so I get that because you're going to be using a lot less revives because you've got a longer time to fight. You're not dying because of the enraged timer. Yeah. Ristic usually enters a stream, sings a verse, and that's all. Yeah, he usually sings to me at the beginning, but he's more chatty when T Ricky's around, but he's been MIA. What's up, Vinny Mac? How are you? Lurking and grinding the arena. That's the way to do it. Did some LOL training tonight. Actually starting to look forward to it. Yeah. I am too. I'm just a miser, and I don't like just throwing units at the game when there are better options. So that's been my hang-up. Don't give in to the pressure. Be lazy like me. I do my best. I do my best, CJ. I'm sorry. This is true, Ristic. Once or twice. This is true. 750,000 damage one shot versus 100,000 damage with Star-Lord before the hard enrage. Really? Only 100,000 with Star-Lord? Because I'm getting at about 165 hits before before that second enrage timer comes on, and I'm looking at 500,000 damage or more with my Star-Lord. I mean, that's if I play perfectly and can maintain the streak that whole time. Davi Vinicius, how are you tonight? Yeah, I think Maestro is going to be the biggest issue. That's another reason I keep holding my breath to dupe my 5-star Star-Lord. I would bring Star-Lord and Storm both. And I hear Maestro and Magic both are just much easier with Storm. Yeah, really. Yeah, I hit him once or twice a day. Red Hulk, just go in and see how much I can get in before the timer expires. And it's anywhere between 250,000 and 500,000. You know, if I get hit a couple times and lose the streak, obviously it's going to be a lot lower. But I'm also running suicides, so I'm not sure what you used with your Star-Lord, but I'm using full suicides with maxed willpower, coagulate, and suture to get his attack up over 2,000. He's at 2,300, I believe, with the Magneto, Cyclops, Ant-Man, and Yellow Jacket team, and he's at 2,200 if I use Magneto, Cyclops, and Wolverine for crit rate. Alright, Ronan, thank you. Thank you, Ronan. Ronan's encouraging me with messages that I sent him when he was getting ready to do Labyrinth. He's trying to goad me out of my lethargy here. Yeah, Magic, she's going to be terrible. I know she's going to be terrible. I've seen all the videos. I've heard all the stories. Just got to have the units and the revives. Yeah, there's just no way. A 4-star Star-Lord at... I mean, if you're not running suicides, your attack's going to be like 1,400 or 1,500. That's going to be terrible. So with suicides, the enrage timer is longer. It is definitely longer, but it's still not as long as with a 5-star. Mysteries don't affect timer though. No, masteries do affect. See, this is the myth. Originally, when they put Labyrinth out, they said base attack, no synergies, no masteries, no boosts affect the attack, and then that's just been proven wrong over and over again. Masteries do affect it, synergies do affect it. The latest one is whether boosts affect the synergy or the enrage timer, and I was still under the impression that they did not. But I've been told by a couple people in the last few weeks that boosts do affect the enrage timer. So I have not tested the boosts yet because I want to conserve my boosts. But I will find out. I'll probably use one of the lower 10% boosts. I hope they do, because again, I want to get in there when we have the 10% boost for the week 4 of the Summoner advancement, or the Summoner appreciation. Should I rank 3 an unduped 5-star Storm? Well, it depends on what your other options are. I mean, if you've got the catalysts to take a 5-star to rank 3, I don't think it's a bad idea. Because those are all resources that you're going to be getting still in the game, even though it takes you a little while. Obviously, you don't want to take her to rank 4. But a rank 3 5-star is good, duped or unduped, if you can afford the resources. She's easy now. Are you talking about magic? Yeah, man, Thomas, if you can dupe that 5-star rocket, I think you've got a prime candidate for Labyrinth. Been practicing without suicides using 550 Star-Lord. In a good run, you can do around 400,000. Yeah. And what's your timer at? I mean, my timer, I think I recorded it. I think the timer's lasting about 2 minutes and 15 seconds per enrage timer. So about, actually, I think the second one is a little bit shorter. Overall, it was like 4 minutes and 20 seconds of fighting before that second enrage timer expired. Yeah, no problem, B Manny. Hopefully that helps you out. Have you actually made a run yet, or are you just planning on doing a run? That's a good question, Ristic. I do not know. I haven't made it past Red Hulk yet. Cool Dark Wolf, welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you in here before. If I have, I apologize, and if I haven't, welcome. Attack is only 1500. Yeah, that's where I was before I put the suicides on. After I finish this map out, I'll jump in there and show you what he's at. The only problem is, I mean, another thing that I have to consider, I was thinking, well, I'll just go in and use the Special 3, because I won't take any recoil damage that way, but the animation just takes way too long. It eats up the enrage timer, and so I'm going to have to use a second special. With him at full health, it doesn't really matter. Taking the recoil damage, he's still going to have plenty of health by the time that second enrage timer goes off, and he's going to die anyway. The question is if he can survive until the second enrage timer if I only use a 40% revive. You did one clear with Winter Soldier. Awesome. I don't know that I've heard anybody else doing a clear with Winter Soldier. First time here. Excellent. Always happy to see new faces. 100% with a 5-star Gwenpool. Well, be careful in present company. I'm not allowed to talk about 5-star Gwenpools. Love you, Ronan. User rank 5 Wolverine, 345 dupe Cyclops. Between the three, getting Roke to 700,000. Nice. Kingston WU, you've done heroic. 100%. Very good. That's what I'm working on now. Almost done with it. We got 2 more paths to do. Actually, I'm on the second to last one, I believe. Yep, 2 more paths. Have they fixed the key issue for the Master Quest yet? I know a couple days ago it was showing up as a usable item on the energy refill screen. They did fix it? Good. I'm not going to go into Master right away. I'm going to save that for the completion event, which should be... When does that start? Saturday? GP is going to be a nice for some, but worthless on a lot. Yeah, if against champs that can't bleed, yeah. Or champions that immediately shrug off debuffs. How many are there that just shrug off the debuff? I know Venompool and Kamala Khan. Are there others that you can't use debuffs on? No, I've not done 5.2 yet. I have to wait until I take my suicides off before I attempt it. Alright, Kingston, well, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Or good morning, wherever you are. Fixed, but no comment on how they will deal with people who went for legend runs. Yeah. Maybe they'll double the pool again, and people will be handed out legend runs who do it in 9 hours. Katie? Is that Kamala Khan? Yeah, Agent Venom. Well, but after 50 hits, would Agent Venom still shrug off the debuffs? Would his tenacity still kick in after 50 hits? Quick shot. What's up, man? How are you? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Should bypass his tenacity. Yeah, Kamala Khan. She's not terribly hard, though. I imagine that that wouldn't. Well, I don't know. In my head, I think she wouldn't be too terribly difficult. Just converting debuffs to furies. But not having done it, it's easy for me to say. Still have to deal with Incinerate, yeah. Going for shards in Arena. Very good. Going for the top 10% there. James Chappelle, is it Chappelle or Chapel? Welcome. Glad to have you here. I probably ought to just let him beat me up a little bit. I actually haven't watched his animations. I mean, I guess I watched the MCOC mod video, but haven't really paid attention to him in here. Haitian refugee, good evening. How are you? Happy Nerf Brian Grant to you all. Or blessed, I should say. Sorry. Yeah, one of these days I'd like to hear Brian Grant's take on that. I'm sure it probably was annoying at first, but it's just one of those things that grows on you. Not many people have their own hashtag. Well, if you're just jumping into the stream here, welcome. Drop a line in the chat and say hello. Let us know you're here. By the way, how is the audio tonight? Still never sure about it since I don't have it playing in my headset. But it should be live on the stream. Hopefully that sounds alright on your end. It's got an entire meme following. Can't be too mad at that. Diego, how are you tonight, sir? Good to see you again. Oh, excellent, man. Are you going to the New York Comic Con? Alright, good, good. I'm gonna write down the what I've got that volume at, so I'll just leave it there, because I do have to adjust it when I'm doing other recording for other videos and stuff, and then I can never remember exactly where I had it at previously. Background music tiniest bit too loud occasionally. Well, if it gets too outrageous, yeah, let me know. I'll turn it down. So if you haven't started the event quest and you're considering a legend run, this seems to be a fairly easy event quest. Now, I don't know what the nodes look like, the boss nodes look like in Master, but judging from Heroic, it doesn't seem to be a very complicated event quest, and the opponents don't seem to be very difficult. So if you've been considering it, this might be the one to do it. Can't deal with all the cosplay. Didn't plan ahead for tickets. Yeah, I mean, I see the stuff on that online, but not something that I would probably ever go to myself either. Odin's brother made a bot for himself, so now when certain things are said, it auto responds. On are you talking about the Line app? Jar77's number. Oh yeah, his hashtag is charts. I've seen that one too. I've not caught that before, but well, thanks for explaining that hashtag, because I have seen it. Didn't know what it meant though, so good to know. I don't know if they have been. They were not a couple days ago. Somebody was asking me about my legend run, and I could not remember where I placed. I only know I placed like one or two places above Brian Grant. That was my only point of reference, but I couldn't remember my place. So I checked on the forums to see where I placed, what number, and it's not there in the new forums. At least I couldn't find it. I guess they didn't move that stuff over, and I think that was 2 days ago. And at that time, the new ones weren't up yet either. Time for coffee break. Shall be back in 10. Excellent, sir. Coffee sounds good. It's midnight here, but I like coffee. I'll drink coffee about any time of the day. I think that was it. Are we 100% everything? I think that was the last chapter. Yep. And another T4B formed. We'll take that. What is the title? Symbiote Slayer. What's the one for Heroic? Minister of Punishment. Yeah, I think I'll save that one. I think I'll save that one until completion. See, we've got today, so Saturday. Completion will start Saturday, and we'll start Master. Excuse me, we'll start Master at that time. Tony Kwame, how are you, sir? Good to see you again. All you drink is coffee. I drink a lot of water too, but lots of coffee, lots of water. Not much on pop or soda, whatever you want to call it. Keep letting the gold realm use up all my energy, 8 million, but want to keep stacking the gold. Yeah, I've not touched the gold realm this time. I'm actually dropped below 4 million for once. I've been right at 4 million for the longest time, but there's just too many other things to be doing to be using my energy in there, so I'm just going to pass on it this time. Coffee is flavor water. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and open these, and then I'll go ahead and show you what I've got in Labyrinth. We are less than 3,000 shards away from the next 5-star, so hopefully I will be able to open another crystal before week 4 of Summoner Appreciation Month. Shouldn't be a problem. See if we can get lucky with some PHCs. Were you guys around the other night when I opened 5 PHCs and got 3 4-stars? That was nuts. Oh, almost got a 4-star Spider-Gwen. I'm going to admit, though, I kind of enjoy playing with Spider-Gwen in the arena. Her armor breaks are pretty impressive. She can hit pretty hard. No, I don't go for 5-star features. My priority right now is to dupe Star-Lord and Magic, and I would rather have 3 chances to do that than blow 30,000 shards on features and end up with basics anyway. The channel. Welcome, sir, to the channel. Good to see you. Got a 4-star Electra from a premium. Nice. Always nice when you get a 4-star from a premium. And we got 3 from the event quest. Yeah, I don't share that sentiment with you though, Quickshot. Mine's not awakened, so I don't know, is she much better when she's awakened? I just find her kind of bland. Not awakened? Yeah. I mean, she's got some decent synergies. I was thinking about using her on a stun team, though, and I was disappointed. Her stun synergy is actually, what is it, 15%? Which was a little disappointing, because with Hulk and Black Widow, you get a, what, 25% chance? So it's a 10% less with She-Hulk and Daredevil. Well, nothing impressive out of the PHCs tonight. Yeah, now she does more damage if you stun and then use a heavy attack when they're stunned. She does quite a bit of damage that way. But you'd think they would have given her some kind of fury that functions like Hulk's does. The Nemesis Crisis, welcome to the channel. Just tuning in to say hi. Time for sleep. All right, no problem, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good night's rest. All right, so I think I showed this the other night, but I'll show you again. This is the mastery setup that I've been using to try the 4-star Star-Lord in Labyrinth. So fully maxed out the Liquid Courage and the Double Edge and Glass Cannon. And then 2 points in Courage. I've got the basic stun masteries, Dexterity, Limber, in utility, but then for defense I have maxed out Willpower, Coagulate, and Suture. And what this does is this Suture actually does reduce the time of bleed for Double Edge. And so I bleed for a short time at the beginning of the fight, and then with this mastery set up here, I am gaining the same amount as I'm losing from Liquid Courage. And so just a very little bit of health loss at the beginning of the fight. I think what I'll do though, since Star-Lord is not going to last much longer, if I do run him, I probably will go ahead and end up taking off maybe 2 points out of Suture and 1 point out of Willpower and or Coagulate. Anyway, I'll play around with that and then probably max out Courage and I don't know, either greater strength or add to the crit rate or something. Because if I'm just not going to last very long in the fight, there's really no reason trying to keep that up. But again, when you throw in the 40% revives, and everything changes. I mean, if you're not healing up the entire fight, I need to test him at 40% and see how he can go. See you, bro. Gotta go. All right. Have a good night. Cool Dark Wolf. Jar, welcome to the stream. Ah, busted. Ristic is busted. Hey, he brought you out of lurking, though, Jar, so that's a good thing. Anyway, so that's a mastery setup, and then I'll show you what I've got as far as... Oh, that's not where I want to go. As far as the teams... Alright, so I can run this team here. And I think this puts his attack at like 2200. Actually, yeah, let me go into road so I'm not burnt. Well, energy doesn't matter too much at this point, but it'll be faster. We'll just go into the road to the labyrinth so you can see what the attack is a little bit quicker. Jar is always lurking. I believe it. Ali Amr, welcome to the stream again, sir. How are you? Alright, so this team here, he's at 2138. So the range timer is longer, over 2000 is my understanding. But this gives him some critical rate and critical damage with Wolverine in the mix. I need to actually record the fight with both this team and this next team that I'll show you, and see which enrage timer's faster. So maybe I'll just go ahead and do that now. I can go back and watch the stream. Gonna try those Fury Masteries out when they do the freebie. Yeah, absolutely. When the Masteries are free, yeah, you guys need to go nuts and test out all these different Masteries maybe you haven't thought about doing before. And just check them out, see if you like them or not. Hey, you're welcome to the channel. No problem. That's what I'm here for. All right, so 2138 is his attack. This is going to be a pretty fast enrage timer for him, though. I'm gonna go ahead and fight him. So I'm not gonna be paying attention to the chat for a few minutes. So, all right. You need to make it at least to the first enrage timer. That was too close. Nah. So I've got to use a third special now because recoil will kill me this low, but this is going to eat up too much of that timer. And of course I get a power drain. If somebody can go back in the stream and check the start time, we can probably just figure out the timer right now. There it is, right there. So yeah, that is not a very long timer. We got 136 hits in, so that was actually less than what I usually get by about 15 or 20 hits. But that had to do with using the third special and having to bait out a little bit more than usual. Not really, didn't miss much, just me getting beat up by Red Hulk. About 4 minutes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Seaton had about 5 or 6 Russians blowing up his chat. That's funny. Well, get it done, Jar. Get it done. Alright, so 21-38 with this team. I'm going to go back in with the other team and see. Oh, no, that's wrong. Jar got you banned. Bad Jar. Alright, so 22-12. He's a little bit higher here. Still not amazing, but it's better. I don't think this is going to impact the enraged timer at all, though. But we'll give it a shot. So somebody mark the time. Come on. That was close. There goes the first timer. Ah! My thumb slipped. Anyway, 250,000 just passed the first enraged timer. So yeah, we could have got close to 500,000 damage if I had maintained a streak all the way through that. But did anybody get a time on how long that first enraged timer did? Got a 4-minute 15-second till hard enraged with SL attack. 1367. First timer 225. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's about what I was having. Alright, so let's do one more test. I'm going to throw Storm in here and see how long her timer is. Haitian got banned when I wasn't a mod. He said something non-bad and they banned him. Yeah, he behaves himself in here. It's good. Did 300,000. YouTube's been laggy for a lot of people. Hold on, Ristic. Let me pull up my Twitter here and see. Anyway, I'm going to put Storm in here and see what her timer is. And for her, I will use all mutants. Actually, I don't even need that Cyclops. So Wolverine would be better for her. Yeah, she's at over 3,000. What is that? 3367 is her attack. All right. What do you got here? 148 hits. And almost 300,000. Yeah, that seems to be about right. And what signature level is your Star-Lord, Ristic? Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. It's just not very long. So anyway, let's see what Storm does. Let's check the timer with her. Problem with Storm is I really don't like to push him into his second special attack. And to get the most damage out of her, you really need to have him at the second special. Oh, almost got clocked there. You know what? Something's going on with my Twitter here. I thought I turned it off, but it's looking kind of funky. Alright, hopefully I can recover from this after pausing. It's 41,000 on that special. Not bad. I was almost maxed. It's about 41,000 again. See, we're not even halfway through that timer yet. I thought for sure he was going to get me there. Ah! That evade. That's bad. See, that's he got me again. Started talking and I didn't realize he was at his second special. We didn't even get past the first timer there. And how long was that fight? We didn't even hit the first timer. Sig 80 on that Star-Lord. Yeah, that's the other thing I've been debating on Pursuit. I mean, do I throw in Wolverine there for the crit rating, and the crit damage, or do I throw in the Cyclops for the extra attack and I think it's another 12% special attack damage. Yeah, so 4 minutes on that fight, and we didn't even make it past the first enrage timer. But about 348,000 damage. How much did we do with Star-Lord? Yeah, I may just end up doing this with Storm then. Really not my first choice, but let's do one more. I'm going to do one more and throw Cyclops in there and see what she does for her special damage. See, because right now with this team we have... See, critical rate, critical damage, critical rate, critical damage. So 3 critical rates and 2 critical damage. But if we throw Cyclops in there, we're going to get 5% attack and 12% special attack. So 5% attack and 12% extra special attack. screwed you all up by stopping. I didn't actually stop. Or are you talking about when I paused the game? I don't remember. Ronan, if he's still on, he would know. But it's not anything terrible like with Tech Champions. $10,000. See, that's why I like the critical. She didn't even get a critical hit on that special attack. Now I'm just playing sloppy. See, again, no critical hit on the special. So I think I'm going to go with Wolvie. $42 was only 1,000 more. I don't think the trade-off is worth it. Eh. Anyway, yeah, I don't think the trade-off is worth it to put Cyclops in there. It seems like Wolverine's going to be the better option. Piru123 ABC, what's up? D King, how late are you? Well, we started. When did we start? About an hour and 15 minutes ago, something like that. But it's all good. You're all right, man. Storm damage just doesn't seem enough. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, obviously, if you had a 5-star Star-Lord, then at 150 hits, you're going to be doing more damage than Storm does. There is T. Ricky. Well, where have you been, you son of a gun? Thanks for stopping in. We've missed you the last few days. Yeah, that timer is so much longer with a 5-star. So much longer. So, I mean, at this point, I was leaning towards going ahead and using the 4-star Star-Lord, but at this point, I'm really thinking Storm might be the better bet. Let me check to see if I can find real quick here. So let me ask what Maestro's Enigmatic was for Mutant Champions. And I know I have that here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. So against mutants, Maestro power drains when blocked, and he receives armor up when activating a 1st and 2nd special attack. so don't block. And for Storm, I don't think the armor is going to be a problem. For regular hits, it's going to be a problem. But for her special attacks, I mean, she's one of the older champions, so it's not as detailed here, but I'm pretty sure that for special attack, her special attacks ignore armor. So I don't think that's going to be so much of an issue for her. Definitely not as much as the random unstoppable or regeneration that and other stuff that the tech champions get. Been busy all week, heading to South Carolina to snag a car tomorrow. That's understandable. Watch your back before you fade to black. Yep, they're gonna have to just make it a habit of posting the link for that in the chat, because people are gonna think we're nuts. Let me see. I'll find it and post it again.
Everything changes.
Although Chicken Jerky should be posting that every time he's in here. There you go. If you are watching and you've not had the privilege of checking out the chicken attack, then do yourself a favor and watch that. 679 subs. Yes, sir. T. Ricky, we're hitting the big time now. 679. People already know you're nuts. Oh, well, we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Oh, what do I want to do? You know what? I'm going to go in here and at least get it in my 5 stars tonight so that I can have them available in the morning to pick up again. I should have done that 12 hours ago, but really was not feeling like being in the arena after missing out on Star-Lord. So just the milestones this time around. The video's too much for you right now. Yeah, it's more of an evening kind of, yeah. End of a rough day kind of video, I think. You watch it first thing in the morning and it'll be stuck in your head all day, and you'll be ruined for the rest of the day. And I mean that in the nicest possible way, CJ. Hey, thanks, B Manny. Have a great night. I'm probably gonna be wrapping it up here pretty soon anyway. Just gonna get a few fights out here in arena. Yeah, that's how I've got him to signature 60. I awakened him with a gem and have put 59 signature stones on him. So I'll just keep doing that until he's 99. He'll get there eventually. But my urgency to get him was, I was planning on taking him into Labyrinth, but again, after all the testing, at this point I'm leaning towards Storm, so it's not such a big deal anymore. Although it would definitely have been nice to get him to 99. How much did you put up for Yondu, Thomas? 13.83. Yeah. Was that the first round or second round? No, he went higher the second round, I think, didn't he? No, that was Nebula. Yondu actually went pretty low. So that must have been the first round. Yondu was low the second round, wasn't he? Yeah, we're gonna have that week 4 of the Summoner Appreciation is gonna have that global attack boost. I'm gonna plan on doing it that week. Yeah, he went like 8 million or something like that. It was crazy. Stopped at 6 million second round, got busy, figured you wouldn't make it. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, nobody could have anticipated him dropping that much on his second round. He's still got a few bugs, I think, but he's one of the features I think was worth the grind. I think he's going to live up to his anticipations, or what people have anticipated him to be. Yeah, it's really a crapshoot. I mean, that's one of the most frequent questions that you see in all of these live streams is, hey, what's the cutoff for so-and-so? And, you know, we guess. I mean, give your best guess, but, you know, nobody's got a crystal ball, and there's just really no way to tell. I mean, you go by historical cutoffs, and make your best shot. Roller Coaster of Love. Vince Bruno. Good to see you, man. I'm not sure I'd call it a roller coaster of love. Maybe if you manage to get it, but I think for probably 90% of the people, it's a roller coaster of wanting to cut their thumbs off or something terrible. I plan to do it live, and I figured if anybody would have a crystal ball, it would be Chicken Jerky. Yeah, I figure if I say I'm going to do it live, between making that commitment to you all and Ronan pressuring me to get it done, then it's just going to have to happen. If I say I'm going to make videos and post them, then I can just keep putting it off. If you ever won an arena champ, which one was your favorite that you won? You preface that by JW, so I think you're talking to me. If you're not, I apologize, but I've done, as far as features, like new features, I've got 3 new features. I got Psylocke, Nebula, and Yondu. And of those 3, right now I think Yondu's my favorite. Roller coaster of suppository. You're used to monotonous grinding, used to play RuneScape years ago. Okay. I think is there like a stages of arena grinding. You know, they have like the stages of grief. And you start grinding arena and you think, man, this takes a long time, and then you kind of get numb to it, and then you begin to hate it, and then you want to kill yourself because of it, and then you just accept it and move on with life. Yeah, T. Ricky's been here for like an hour and a half. Where you been, Jar? You skipping out on me? I know what you're doing. Hanging out over there in Brian Grant's stream. Acceptance. Yes, acceptance. It's just a part of life. Arena is life. That's when you know you have a problem. Admitting you have a problem is the first step to recovery. The other way you know you have a problem is when you start having dreams about swipe, tap, 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 swipe. Swipe, tap, 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 swipe. Sadness, anger, what's up, Jar? It's stage 5 is what's up, Jar. I haven't reached that stage yet. I'll let you know if I do. Oh, come on. It's more like regret, seriously what I did. Do this again. Yeah. Man, I turned the game music off a long time ago. I still, usually, I turn it all off for the live stream here. I don't listen to it, but usually if I'm just playing, I like to hear the what do you call it? The fight sounds, the fight audio, but I don't like the music in the background. I never quite get to that point, Ristic. It's more like swipe, tap, 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 bang my head against a wall. Make it stop, make it stop. This app is killing you. Is the MCOC app or your YouTube app that's lagging? So that's how you know Kabam has got you, Adam. When you know you should stop. You know you should stop, but you're just gonna keep going anyway. Anyway, speaking of Labyrinth, the guy that did run it with Storm, he was talking to him yesterday. He said he managed to make it through Magic with Storm with only 6 revives, which I hear is rather low comparatively to what you can expect to use if you're doing it with Star-Lord, the YouTube app. I got a whole bunch of updates today on my phone. Is YouTube one of those? Do you need to update the app maybe? Angela. Sounds like a problem, man. Well, it'll be nice this weekend anyway, being able to stop at 4 million. It's going to be like a breath of fresh air. He's got a fever and the only prescription is lube. Well, I'll let you two work that out. Sounds like you got it under control. Oh, look at that. A pretty duped 5-star Spider-Man. Ugh. Have I mentioned that I hate Spider-Man? And we got another one coming to the game. Did you guys see the video for the new Spider-Man, the MCOC mod video? His animations look pretty cool, but he's still an evading little bug. He's got the timed evade like Miles does. Yeah, it does a fancy little flip. I'm just wondering, does his timed evade reset every time, or does it add evades every time you use a special like with Miles? I don't know if that would be evident from those videos or not. Oh, something's going on in the chat. I don't know if I want to know what it is. The horses are getting restless. Heading out for the night. Thanks, Jar. Yeah, I'm about ready to wrap it up. Thanks for stopping in, hanging with us for a bit. So yeah, I told you Ristic talks a lot more when T. Ricky's around. T. Ricky, when you're not here, Ristic just sits in the background and lurks. Well, Joel organized a thing he calls the Joel Patrol, and so I started live streaming about, he had about 30 minutes left of his stream, and I guess at the end of this stream he decided, hey, let's just everybody go find someone else's live stream and crash it, or just go in and say hi, give some support. And somebody said, hey, Grand's streaming right now, so we had about 30 or 40 people jump in all at once. Really caught me off guard there. You get a lot of second-hand entertainment for. I'm not sure if you meant that as a pun or not, Adam. But given the conversation that was unfolding. Ten out of 10 intentional. Yeah, I figured. I don't know you as well, so I expect those kind of comments from them. I wasn't sure if yours was intentional or not, though. Must be a new thing. Alright, one more fight and then we're going to wrap this up for the night. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. That'll help us reach our goal, and then of course you can get some notifications when I'm live streaming or when I post some videos on the game. Which I do have the Yondu video in the works. It is coming, believe it or not. But that is the last of my 5 stars. It gives us a good start in the arena. They'll be ready for me to go in the morning and pick up there where we left off. So anyway, thanks guys for hanging with me for the evening. As always, you've made the grind a little bit more enjoyable and a little bit less grueling, and I appreciate you for it. So I should be here grinding live tomorrow night as well. If you're available, would love to hang out with you at my usual time, sometime between 10:30 and 11 p.m. Central Standard. If you can make it, love to see you. Until then, this is Grant Kahonu smoking it down. Thanks, guys. Catch you later.